Microsoft Forms has long been the go-to tool for surveys, for quizzes, and polls. While it is great, we've all spent several hours trying to get our forms right. Now, Microsoft has taken it to the next level by integrating Copilot, the AI-powered assistant. Today, I'm going to show you a game-changing framework that will help you master Copilot in Forms. I've developed this framework after testing several prompts, and I will show you exactly how to structure your prompt to get a perfect forms every time. While there are forms templates and they are useful, sometimes the questions just don't fit your use case. With Copilot in Forms, you can iterate through the process till you have the perfect form for your use. At the end of this video, I'll provide information on how to download the template used in this video. To use Copilot in Forms, you will need an additional license on your M365 license. I'm going to navigate to Forms and create new form. Let's start with the sample prompt provided. There are 4 of them. The first one, volunteer sign up form. The first prompt is simple. It describes the type of form and some details to be captured. Let's generate. Here's what the result looks like. You can iterate over it by reviewing the questions or asking for more questions to be inserted, or even change the way some of those data is being collected. The next prompt is an intake form for a fitness center. This prompt is a little bit more detailed. It describes the type of form, the details to be captured, and some more specifics. Let's generate. Here's what the result looks like. Of course, you can also iterate over this one too. The third sample is about town hall feedback survey. Similar to the previous prompt patterns, these prompts describe the type of form and the purpose. Let's generate. Here's what the result looks like, and you can iterate over it. On to the last one, employee feedback survey. This is the most detailed of the prompt. It describes the type of form, the purpose, and some specifics. Let's generate. Here's what the result looks like, and you can definitely iterate over it. You might not notice the verbs used in the prompt: design, draft, propose, and create. I will explain why each is important and its purpose. But before that, here's my prompt framework for Copilot in Microsoft Forms. This is a structured method for obtaining best results from Microsoft Forms Copilot. Number 1, your prompt must describe the type of form you want to build. This sets the foundation and overall direction for Copilot. Start with an action verbs like create or design to specify your intent. Example, create a comprehensive course feedback form. Number 2, the purpose, which is the core objective and the goal of your forms. This tells Copilot exactly what information you need to collect. Example, to gather detailed student feedback on course content quality. The third one here is the details. This has to do with technical specifications and some specific requirements. This is where you tell Copilot about specific question types, logic, or features you want to include. Example, use Likert scale questions for rating course elements, including matrix questions. Number 4, do. This is the specific element that must be included. This ensures Copilot doesn't miss critical component. Example, include open-ended question for improvement suggestions. And the last one, don't. This element is used to avoid any potential pitfalls. This helps prevent common mistakes and unsuitable question types. Example, avoid yes or no questions for feedback sessions. When you create all of this together, you are on your pathway to create a perfect prompt with the best result. Now, let's apply them as a use case. I have 4 different use cases for you. The first use case is going to be a video tutorial feedback, and this prompt will help me create that form. As you can see, this is a well-detailed prompt. I'm going to execute and generate the form. Later, I will explain every component of this prompt. The output is not bad, I'm okay with this, but know that if I need to make any changes, I can continue to ask those questions right here. The good thing about this is Copilot also makes suggestions and walk you through some recommendations like applying styles, making some settings changes, and many more. On to the next use case, let's create a comprehensive course feedback form to gather detailed student feedback on course content quality, instructor effectiveness, learning platform experience, and practical skill application. I've already set this comprehensive prompt here. All I just have to do is to generate, and let's evaluate the output. I can always make changes, iterate over this, and proceed if I'm okay with this. Our third use case is going to be about a form on hybrid work arrangement. Design a hybrid work arrangement survey to determine employee preferences for office versus remote work. The result, as usual, good, but you can always make it better by iterating over this output. And to the last use case here, propose a sponsorship application form to evaluate potential sponsors' alignment with event goals, assess their resource contributions, and gather brand partnership requirements, and can put all other details you need right here. This is cool. In this particular one, I have file upload option. Very important. So let's see if he's able to get that done. Voila. Is there. It understands that. If you use the default prompt or you just type something, help me create something like this, you might not get those specific like file upload option, like the kind of questions to ask, like what should avoid, and so on. I'm particularly interested in this question because I have a file upload request. Use file upload option for brand asset. So let's look for that brand asset. Yeah, please upload your brand asset. Okay, so I'm going to keep this. And let's see, yeah, file upload is right there. And I'm going to customize this further by clicking here. It goes through my form and then suggests things I could actually change. For example, I'm going to select this particular design. Okay, I'll prefer a different design. So I'm going to come down here, probably go with this. Yeah, I like this design. I'm going to keep it. Then let responders save and edit their responses. These are things that is already suggested. If I need it, I'll have it. But if I don't want it, for example, I don't need this, I'm going to delete. I need to send receipt to respondent. Yes, I'm going to apply suggestions and need to update the form settings so that a receipt will be sent to respondent once they're done filling the form. Next recommendation is this. I really do not need this. If I need it, if I click on help me send, it's definitely going to draft inviting email that goes to these people, and right here I can search for people and I can have them added, to the form. Who can respond? I can also make these changes, but for me, I do not need this help me draft or not, so I'm going to skip and click on close. Again, you can always come back here for more update, and it's going to analyze your form and check what are the recommendations, what are the things that can help you get done with your form. So it's back here. I'm going to skip. Apply suggestions. I don't need this. I'm going to skip. Back here, share your form link anywhere to reach more people. I can copy the link directly here. But if I click on more sharing method, it's going to pop up this. The reason why I cannot share with anyone is because of file upload feature. And it's so perfect. I can rewrite the invite email with Copilot and many other things right here. Okay, since I don't need all of this, I'm just going to skip, and there's no suggestion for now. Yep, my form is ready. The new view response environment is amazing. I love this dashboard. It's really cool, and you can get to something like this in few seconds because you have a Copilot assisting you all the way. If you also notice throughout the use cases that I just shared, I also use the verbs create, design, propose. All right, I think it is time to finally share with you what this means and how it can impact your form creation experience, and when should you use each of them. Let's start with the first one. Design. Suggest a focus on structured and layout, and it implies more attention to visual element and user experience. This is best used when you want Copilot to focus on form, organization, the flow, and user interface element. And an example impact is it might generate more sophisticated question types and session breaks. On to create. It is the most straightforward and general purpose verb, so it suggests building something from scratch. It is best used when you want a complete form without emphasizing any particular aspect, and is likely to generate a balanced form with standard question types. For draft, it implies a preliminary or initial version. It suggests room for iteration and feedback. It is best used when you want a starting point that you will refine later. It might generate simpler question types and more basic structure because obviously it believes this is a draft and we will work together to iterate over and over and over again. And the last verb here is propose. It suggests a recommendation or suggestion and implies strategic thinking and best practices. It is best used when you want Copilot to apply industry standard or best practices. It might include more explanatory text and recommended question types. Here's my strategic recommendation. For Microsoft Forms Copilot specifically, I will recommend use Create for most general purpose forms. Use Design when you want more sophisticated layout and question types. Use Propose when you want Copilot to incorporate more best practices. Now, let me explain the breakdown of this prompt. We've used several prompts. The simpler one, which are in the sample prompt, the more robust and bulky ones, which I created, and now what made up this bulky test called prompt? And how can you master it and use this pattern to also create yours? Here's an example from the video tutorial feedback survey. Type of form: design a structured video tutorial feedback survey. When it comes to purpose, to evaluate the instructor's presentation style, content clarity, and overall learning experience. The details: use session breaks to separate instructor evaluation, content assessment, and overall rating. Include rating scale questions for instructors' communication skills and teaching space, matrix question for content organization and practical examples, and NPS question type for likelihood to recommend this tutorial. Do add conditional follow-up questions based on rating responses to gather specific improvement suggestions. Include open text reads for most valuable takeaways and areas needing more explanation. And don't use generic yes or no questions or combine multiple evaluation aspects in single questions. Did they get everything right? No, but I have to iterate over that. Oh, okay, you've got this right. Then modify, then ask, can you insert this type of questions? Can you remove these questions? And of course, you can always remove questions too before you proceed with the final result. I apply this same principle for all other prompts. As you can see right here, this, and this. If you want to gain access to all these prompts that I use, you can click on the link in the video description. And if you learn from this video, subscribe and share with others.